Camper vans have a reputation for being some of the most dependable RVs out there. And honestly, it's easy to see why. They're compact, relatively affordable, and still manage to pack in many of the comforts of home. During our search for that just right camper van, we ended up at an RV show where one model instantly grabbed our attention, the Mooveo 60DB. If you're from Europe, Mooveo is probably a familiar name. They've been around since 1974, which kind of makes them the Winnebago or Jayco of the European market. We first came across them at a European RV show, and with more than 50 years of experience under their belt, we felt it was worth taking a closer look at one of their most popular and affordable camper vans, the 60DB. This model is one of 6 layouts Mooveo offers, and it's clearly designed with couples in mind. Yes, it technically seats 4 people, but when it comes to sleeping, it's really a 2-person setup. The bed sits in the rear in an east-west configuration, which works well for maximizing space in a van of this size. One of the biggest highlights for us is the value you're getting for the price. Mooveo lists the starting price at €63,950, which is about $72,300 depending on exchange rates, and that's just the MSRP. In reality, dealers may be able to do even better. For that kind of money, you're not just buying a weekend getaway van, but a fully equipped motorhome that can handle much more than a couple of nights off the grid. At the back of the van, you'll find the main bed for 2, and underneath it is a surprisingly flexible storage area. It might not look massive at first glance, but the bed can fold up to make room for larger gear like e-bikes or even kayaks. This area also houses access to important electrical and plumbing systems. And on the right side, there's an outdoor shower, which is perfect for rinsing off before you bring dirt and dust inside. Moving forward through the van, you come to a feature you don't always see at this price point: a full wet bath. Mooveo really leans into clever European design here, with things like a folding sink, a recessed floor, a proper drain pan, and a skylight overhead. They even managed to squeeze in a small vanity, which is a nice touch. One of the smartest details in the bathroom is the retractable toilet. It slides away on a tray when you don't need it, opening up the space for showering or getting ready. It feels more practical than a swivel toilet, at least in our experience. That said, there are a couple of drawbacks. The bathroom entrance is pretty tight and feels a bit like squeezing into a tiny airplane restroom, and the headroom is limited. If you're on the taller side, this could be a deal breaker. Across from the bathroom is the galley, which is fairly standard but functional. There's also a fold-down extension near the side door that gives you extra counter space when you need it. Everything you'd expect is here. And if you want more gear or upgraded systems, Mooveo offers several optional packages to customize things further. Up front, the lounge area is a pleasant space where up to 4 people can sit, eat, or just hang out. The cab seats do swivel to face the table, but there's a bit of an awkward compromise. Once the driver's seat is turned, getting out requires disturbing the passenger. And even though part of the table swivels, moving through the van isn't as smooth as we'd like. This really reinforces the idea that the 60DB is best suited for couples. If you do have a kid or 2, Mooveo does offer an optional rooftop tent that bumps sleeping capacity up to 4 people, although the unit we saw didn't have it installed. Where the 60DB falls a little short is in the off-grid department, at least in standard form. Even with the all-in-one package, you're looking at a single solar panel, an AGM battery, and an insulated water tank, along with a 2-bike rack. The good news is that additional packages are available, adding things like more solar panels, lithium batteries, backup cameras, reversing sensors, and yes, even an awning if that's on your wish list. Everything is built on a Fiat chassis, which plays a big role in keeping the price competitive. Paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission, it makes for a comfortable and easy driving experience. In the end, the Mooveo 60DB isn't trying to be the perfect camper van for everyone. It doesn't need to be, it just needs to find the right owner. From our hands-on time with it, the bathroom door design is definitely one of the biggest limiting factors, and the door-mounted rear bike rack can also be a bit of a headbanger, as the Mooveo rep pointed out while opening and closing the back doors. Now I'm curious to hear from you. What do you think about the Mooveo 60DB? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's talk about it.